Hi, welcome back to the Old Shed Workshop. If this is your first time here, I'm Mike, and I'll invite you to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for future videos. I'm at a point now where I've grown my channel to the point where I have several thousand views a month, but less than 10% of my viewers subscribe. It would really help me to grow my channel. What I'm in the process of doing today is part of a larger video. But I decided to take this piece of video and upload it as a trick to maybe help other woodworkers find the center of a workpiece that doesn't have an easy width, to try to find the center of the workpiece, if that makes sense. You're trying to find the center of a workpiece, but you have an odd width, whether you're using imperial measure or metric measure. So I want to share with you a little video that I've taken out of that larger clip to share with you how I find the center of a workpiece that has an odd width. So I'll show you how I do that. I'm ready to lay out the center of the workpiece, and I want to share with you how I do this. It's kind of a process. Put a piece of paper on top. I also have a piece of paper on the bottom. You can see a little piece here. That's just to prevent me from scuffing the epoxy resin on the back side. In order to do this is a process that I use to make it easy to find the center of a piece with unusual measurements. For example, the width of this piece in imperial measure is from the outside edge to outside edge. I'm 11 and 11/16. From the top of the chamfer, I'm 11 and 9/16. These aren't convenient measurements that are easily divisible by 2. I also have centimeters on this scale. From outside to outside, I'm at 29/7. From the inside of the chamfer to the inside of the chamfer, I'm at 28/8. It's a little more difficult, whether it's imperial measure or in metric measure, to try to find a measurement that's easily divisible by 2. So this is what I do. I put my 0 mark. Doesn't matter if you're using metric measure or imperial measure, but I've decided to put my starting line, which is not at the edge of this scale, be careful of that, on the inside edge, the top of the chamfer. On this side, I'm going to go to a number that's easily divisible by 2. So if I bring this down to 12, make sure I haven't moved. Make sure I'm on. Keep checking your measurements. You're going to measure it 42 times and mark it once. Okay? So I'm at the 0 mark here. I'm at 12 here. 6. You put your mark at 6. It's easily divisible by 2. There's your center mark. I come up here. I do it again. I put my 0 mark on the edge. You can do this at 13, 14, whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter. As long as you can divide it by 2. I put the 0 mark on the top of the chamfer. I come down to 12. And I get right on my measurement. I put my mark at 6. Then, using the scale, I draw my line. And one thing I always do, you may have seen this in other videos, I put my pencil on my pencil mark. I bring the scale to the mark. Okay, come down here to my other mark. Bring the scale to the mark. Check it. Bring the scale to the mark. Strike your line, and you're always going to be straight. Sometimes if you try to bring the scale to your marks and then strike the pencil line, you're off. If you bring the scale right to the pencil, you're going to be right on your mark every time. Hopefully this was helpful for some of you folks out there doing your own woodworking projects, and I'll see you on the next one.